Okay, my friends, let's move on to your reading. And the first card that came up is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is normally a card that indicates to me that you're watching your money very closely. You may have new bills arise, and that wouldn't be so out of place with the holiday season coming up. So it may be that you're spending more money on Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate in December. But I do feel like there are more than usual expenses that you're incurring this month. You could be taking on, it feels like to me, some of you, and this is just for some Sagittarians, that you could be taking on additional help. Maybe you're having someone, come in and clean for you while you're busy, or child care is adding up. But there does seem to be more than just gifts, and I don't mean just gifts, because gifts are great for people. But the caution is, I guess, you really are watching your money. This can feel like a little bit of a miserly feeling. And also it could be avoiding any money that you owe, debt that you need to pay down, or it could mean that putting your financial situation in order. In other words, where should I put my additional income? 401k if you're with a company, a savings, there's gold, there's silver. Some people invest in that. My dog's really talking with you all. He's decided all of a sudden that he's wants to sing for you. So just, pay attention. And I think you're going to at the beginning of December around your money, your property, your home. Maybe your home needs repair. That could be for a lot of you. And I'm feeling the outside of the home. Could be foundation issues. Could be walls. Walls need to be repaired, and windows. Interesting. So that could be the foundation, though. So just, you may feel a little bit like money's on your mind at the beginning of December. Then next we have the good old Tower card. And I have to tell you, this card has come up for, I want to say, 2 other signs for December, as well as it came up for the mid-November for maybe a sign or 2. So this has to be a universal message that let's take off our blinders. Let's see things for how they really are. There may be a sudden change, abrupt change in your life, but you know what? Enlightenment follows change. So whenever we feel like, wow, that came out of nowhere. Where did that, I didn't expect to, not lose. Well, some people have lost their jobs. Some people have lost custody of kids. And those, of course, are the more severe things that happen. It's funny because I drew this card. I did a reading for myself about 2.5 weeks ago. And the first card that came up was this one. And the other 2 cards that followed were very positive, and I was happy. But I thought, interesting. I'm getting ready to move. But interesting, what happened is I was walking along a sidewalk, and it had been raining, and mud had pushed out on the sidewalk, and I slipped and fell, and I fractured my wrist, which it's healing. It feels like it's healing. But, there can be abrupt changes, and yet there's positivity and enlightenment behind that. So for me, it has been that, slow down, take a deep breath. I've moved into a new place. Enjoy it. This is the time of year to do that. So whatever your situation is, just know that what follows can be very positive. A lot of tarot readers feel like this is a positive card because always what follows this is new concepts, new insights into situations. Always make sure, because this can indicate fire, so make sure that you feel like your apartment, your house, your wherever you live is secure, especially if you go on holiday, that, your electrical, I was getting ready to say plumbing too. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that because, pipes can burst, especially this time of year in the northern hemisphere where it's cold. So make sure if your pipes need to be wrapped, or the outside faucets need to be wrapped, I guess is what I'm saying. Just make sure that your house and your home is secure. This rooster down here indicates being thrown into the light, because look around him. It's like there's yellow around him, and he's taken by surprise, but it's like his spirit is being moved into a new direction. So sorry, I was moving this down. So this could mean too that spiritually there's a spiritual effect, a spiritual positive effect that comes out of this for you. Okay, and then there's all this. I don't know if it's violence. It's just battling up here, and then there's so much that these walls are getting ready to come down. There's fire here, and eventually this will implode, and then the light will shine, and the rooster will be, happy and enlightened, and there's the door here where it's closed off. So it's all happening in here. Some walls need to come down, and I don't mean physical walls, but just any type of barrier so that you can take off your blinders and see the truth of what's really going on. And like I said, this could be a very spiritual outlook for you. All right, so then I love the third card. This is the Page of Pentacles. And of course, this is about the work we do, the money we make. And it feels like you're creating new. You're ready to, I think for some of you, it feels like you're ready to turn a hobby or an interest into a hobby or into different work, or you're ready to, For a lot of you, I'm getting that maybe this is the implosion at work. If you work at a place of business, and it allows you to create something new for yourself. As you can see, this is an awesome card. I just love it. It has so much magic in it. He's playing with this pentacle. This page is. And the pages are always young, okay? So that means it means newness, new way of making money for this particular card. So he's playing with the light on the pentacle. The dog is looking on and really enthralled with that. He has all of his tools he needs. So all of the experience that you have in your life is there for you. So I think you're more ready than you know to change things, to make things different. Your job. Add new creative ideas to it. Or do something new and creative for yourself. It just feels to me like, especially after the Tower card, and this can go in a couple different ways. This could be job or it could be family, but this in relation to this card feels like, okay, gotten past whatever's broken down. Now I'm open for enjoyment and happiness and fulfillment with what I love to do. So in other words, if you work full time, but you wanted for so long to, take guitar lessons or musical lessons of some sort of a musical instrument, whatever it might be, cello, singing lessons, and you're wondering if there's a way for you to make money or you teach these lessons. Maybe you thought about that, is you can teach other people, and it's something that's near and dear to your heart. Interesting. I don't normally get that with this card, but there is light shining in. So the sun is abundant around what you're thinking about, teaching children, teaching in a different way. He has on the red apron. So he's grounded. That's the first chakra. And this, of course, is it's an earth sign card. It's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So it may be that you have one of those signs around you that's assisting you to do so. And how do I want to say this? Or a personality around you that's really instigating you to make different choices. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay, let's pull some clarification cards. All right, got the King of Rods. Well, this could very well be you, Sagittarius. This could be that this King of Rods is, of course, fire sign. And he's the master at invention. He's the master of creating. He's makes things happen, and he's very solid in his advice, his leadership, very much a leader, take charge kind of guy. So that feels like that's you. Oh, wow. Okay. So this has happened more times than I can absolutely tell you for the December readings. This is also the Four of Pentacles in this particular deck. And here's the Four of Pentacles in this deck. And remember how I was talking about the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be miserly, or you're hanging on to your money. So that definitely is an indication of this particular month for you, that you're really watching your money, watching how you spend it. That's awesome. It's just so interesting when that comes up. And then the Two of Cups comes up. And as you notice, my voice went higher as I said that. It just feels sweet. It feels like being in communion with another person you can trust. You see things alike. It can be a love relationship. It could be someone that you're very connected to, and that, again, that you're like-minded individuals. This could be a union coming together for some of you. For some of you, you might be meeting someone. You might be meeting someone at an office party or just through a friend. Could be. Interesting. And then the Three of Rods comes up. And the Three of Rods is all about seeing financial opportunities grow. Because after the Two of Wands, the Two is like, okay, I'm deciding which way I should go. And then the Three of Wands says, okay, I've sent my ships out. As you can see, he's looking out at the ocean. His ships have gone out with his cargo. They've already come back once with money and abundance and gold, and he's feeling accomplished. He has his back to us. So he's not fully done with this. There's more to do in projects. This feels like, yeah, there's more to do. And maybe this is it. Maybe this will give you the to do that, because he still has his back. He still has his focus on his work, and he's still not ready to take his focus off of that work. Interesting clouds in the background for this one. Rays of light. Okay, awesome. And then the Fool card comes up. So, you may not know how all this is going to turn out, because the Fool card can be sort of naive, but this is a new venture. This is a new path for you. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that you all have a wonderful December. Let me add up the cards too. The 3 original cards. And I started to pull another clarification card. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is the 8 of Pentacles that came up. And the 8 of Pentacles feels like you really have your nose to the grind, and you're seeing success in your money and your finances. So your money is on your mind this month. But, like I said, there is accomplishment around what you're doing. This is an experienced person seeing accomplishment. So it's not like this is a young kid, then, oh, I'm new to the world. No, this is you just coming up with a new idea. Okay, so let me add these up. This is 4, and 16 is 20, and 21. Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'm also connecting these with the major arcana cards. Do you know what the major arcana card of 21 is? It is the World card. And so you guys, this is about success, achievement. It's about feeling that things are coming together, hope, optimism, the end of an era and the beginning of a new one of joy. And that's what I feel like this card is about. As above, so below, right? Because a lot of times the world tree is in the universe card. As above, so below. All right, objectives obtained, good conclusions, advancement. Anyway, those are key words for you to think about and to mull over, right?